spoiler. Okay, is the microphone on? Okay, good. It's an emergency video, everybody. It's an emergency. Not really. So, okay, Mario movie. Like, it looks great, you know? Like, it looks really, really good. It looks like it's actually using a lot of elements from Mario's world and kind of potentially giving us something of an origin story for Mario, you know, quote-unquote lore. I know, like, the Mario series doesn't really have lore. It changes from game to game. So, and I don't necessarily think that they mean for this movie to be like, okay, all the games that you play, this movie is the real, specific, exact lore origin story of that. It's not as clear-cut as that, you know? It's just kind of for fun, mostly. So, like, I know that. I know that for the most part, the movie's just kind of, it's a fun what-if kind of origin story for Mario and everything that, all the themes that it explores. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying. Thing is, though, it is official. It's being made by Nintendo. You know, Miyamoto himself has been deeply involved in the entire process of its creation. So even from the beginning, there was always a chance that we could get some little tidbits that we did not have before that kind of answered some questions. So what is one question that has been with us for time immemorial? Thousands of years since the dawn of humanity. One question has been, where do blue shells come from? You know, you got red Koopas, Paratroopas, you got your red ones and green ones. And in Mario Kart, you got red shells, you got green shells. Okay, where's your blue shell come from? I've never seen anything that is wearing a spiky blue shell that flies at you, you know? And I did a little bit of research, and at least as far as I was able to find before running in here just now, the closest we have is the sky blue spiny from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. It's very fitting that that's the game that this comes from in this discussion. Now, the blue shell is actually called a spiny shell or blue spiny shell. So, like, this is a spiny. It's not a Koopa, it's a spiny. It's a little bit similar, but it's not exactly a Koopa. So, like, if you just had these pieces of information, then you'd think, okay, definitely, that's it then. That's definitely what it comes from. And it is definitely possible that when they created the sky blue spiny in Thousand Year Door, maybe that's kind of what they were getting at. They're like, hey, what's like an origin for, like, what's the actual creature that has a blue shell on it? Thing is, though, like, I don't know, you look at the spiny shell, maybe they're just describing it as being spiny because it has spikes. Similarly, a spiny is called a spiny because it has spikes. You know what I mean? I don't think necessarily that's been, like, the official, quote-unquote, canonical origin of the blue shell. Because, like, the blue shell, I mean, it's a Koopa shell. It looks just like a Koopa shell. It's like all the other Koopa shells, except it's blue and has spikes. And sometimes wings, I guess. So here's the thing. Back to the present. You with me? Nintendo of America just tweeted. I mean, maybe this was revealed in other ways, too. I don't know, whatever. I was on Twitter, and they just revealed this beautiful poster for the Mario movie. And it's a really great poster. It's really great. Shows off all the characters. Wait a second. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that right there? Who's this? Who's this person? Who is this Koopa? What is this? This appears to be an original character, which is very, very cool. And, like, it's not just going to be some rando. Look at the poster. These are all of the characters. These are all of the principal cast. And this Koopa person that we have not seen before is among them, included among the principal cast. This is clearly going to be a character with a speaking part and probably maybe even a name. Oh, maybe a name? Is it possible? Maybe? Is it possible that the Mario movie can recognize that characters should have names and not paper? Never mind. Sorry. Nope. Not going there today. Sorry. Nope. This is good. It's a positive thing. So, you know, you're like, oh, look at this cool Koopa guy. But then you're like, hey, wait a second. Wait a second. 1 second. Just, he's blue. Spikes. He's got a blue spike. This is it. This is it. This is just this casual drop of this poster. There it is. This is an official Nintendo thing. there's a spiky blue-shelled Koopa. There it is. That's the creature. We've never seen the creature, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'll be really embarrassed if I am wrong, but I looked it up and I couldn't find anything. We've been waiting years for this. This must be a very rare variation of Koopa. Just all of these years, never even seen it. There it is, right there. Boom. That's the origin. That's where blue shells come from. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. And just like seeing how the movie has been, like from what we've seen of the movie through trailers, like, you know, there's gonna be a thing. There's gonna be a scene where this Koopa person is chasing down someone and they're homing in on him. You know it. You absolutely 100% know it. This might even be like Bowser's #1 minion guy, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, you got the smug look on the face, the little gold chain. Like, this is gonna be a person. It's gonna be an important character, an important fighter. And I think, me, personally, Arlo believes that that's so cool. That's just really, really, really cool. I mean, like, the Mario movie is giving us so many unique opportunities to explore Mario and the concept in the Mushroom Kingdom in ways that we've never had before. So giving us this kind of thing, it feels so good. It makes me feel so just confident in the project and the people behind it, the people working on it, how much passion they're putting into it. It's so much. We've already seen, just from the teasers, so much is going into it. So much of Mario's essence is being condensed down into this movie. And just this on top of that, kind of answering an old question, finally showing us the kind of Koopa that a blue shell comes from. It's just amazing. It's just awesome. I don't even know what else I could say. It's just a really, really cool thing. Just feels good to finally have that revelation. Like just now we know. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be using this kind of guy in other games, from now on. Probably not. I don't know. Is this the only place we're ever gonna see a blue spiny-shelled Koopa ever? I don't really know. But even if it is the only place, that's still cool. If anything, that just means, wow, those are really rare. Those are really exceptionally rare, aren't they? And like, oh man, getting real deep here. It's especially cool because, like, you got Koopas, paratroopers, all that stuff. But then Bowser, he's a Koopa. I don't know if he's a different species or like a spell made him big. We don't really know. Maybe we'll learn that in the movie. Probably not. It's an interesting idea though. Point is though, he's the king of the Koopas. He basically is a Koopa. Most of the Koopas have similar powers, but this blue-shelled one, this is like the next one down. Like if Bowser and I guess Bowser Jr. are like the strongest Koopas, and like, well, this one right here, that's the next one down. This is a very seriously strong Koopa enemy, which is just a really cool idea. Just a really cool development of the concept. So I guess that's all I got. I don't even, is it even worth making a video about this? I don't really know. I saw that and I'm just like, wait a second, it hits me. I just had to talk about it. So I ran in here and now we're talking about it. And while we're here, if I can just snark just a bit, just a wincy little bit. I love the idea that like Miyamoto is like, okay, we gotta have a story. Yeah, if you want a story, like the Illumination people are like, okay, well, you need characters. It's like, what do you mean? Well, you need like characters, and when you have a character, they have like, usually have like a name and they like talk and stuff. Oh, and it could it's like, this is the project. It's like, oh, what are we gonna name him? And they give him a name, and then like at the end, he's just like, you know what? Wow. Characters do have names. You can have unique original versions of, it's funny. Although actually that goes against my point. If this is just a Koopa of this variety of Koopa, that still could mean that this is not an original version character who has been augmented in that way that they're not allowed to do anymore. This is just, that's what a spiny blue shell Koopa looks like. So it could just be that like he's not really that unique at all. Maybe he won't have a name. Maybe he won't have a name. Maybe I'm wrong. This is too much. This is going on too long. This is just the rantings of a madman. So I'm gonna walk back over there and turn off the microphone. And for some reason, give this video to someone to edit. I don't know if it's worth doing, but that's where I'm going. Walking over, hitting the stop button now.